Hello and welcome to an episode of Sports with Mongha, and we are back. Manchester United win against Newcastle United 3-2. A game for the ages, a game for the future is all we can say. And before we get into it, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I hope you will like, share, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Sports with Mongha is a fan-oriented channel where I cover Formula One, the Premier League, and we are very close to the end. The run-in to the Premier League title, the Champions League, the FA Cups, the Europa League. It's all here, guys. It's all here. But today, we talk about Manchester United. That's what we are talking about. Manchester United and their win, the final win at home in Old Trafford. It has happened with a 3-0 win. And goals from Rasmus Hojlund, Amad Diallo, and Kobbie Mainoo. The youngsters that I said, all of them scoring to make sure the Manchester United win well enough. Of course, we had to make a late drama after Anthony Gordon's second half goal, making it a 2-1, making it 1-1, but then Lewis Hall making it a 3-2 at the 90+ second minute, and then crazy scenes. Will it be a draw again? Will Manchester United draw points again? Crazy scenes for Manchester United fans. Always on the edge. We just can't make it easy. We have to make it harder. We just like making it harder. We like making it harder. Come on, Manchester United fans, do something better. So there's a lot to get in. And, you know, guys, if you're a Manchester United fan, hit the subscribe button. If you're a Manchester United fan, hit the subscribe button now. Kobbie Mainoo scores the first goal in the 31st minute. It was kind of a lost effort because nobody was kind of tracking him, and he kind of found himself in front of the goal, slots it in perfectly after a beautiful ball from Amad Diallo. Also, I don't think Amad Diallo was actually expecting the ball was going to trickle through the way it trickled from his left foot, but then that happened, and then he was like, Mainoo was alone, and of course he's not going to miss. And then the second goal in the 57th minute, Amad Diallo, a rocket of a goal, beautiful left footer. Anthony would have felt like I would have been there. I would have made one touch and then kind of slotted it in. No, boom, nothing Dubravka could do there. And Rasmus Hojlund, 84th minute goal. This guy, like, if you give him a yard, like, if you get the pass, that's what I like. Bruno gave the pass early enough that the defender could not get onto him. He was not on behind him. And then the way he moved it and kind of makes the shot, gets the shot away. Wow. It was really impressive to see Rasmus Hojlund again back on the score sheet, guys. It is happening. Yes, Manchester United 3, and Anthony Gordon gets the goal, the first goal in 45 minutes. It was a I don't know what Van Bissaka was doing. At that time, the second half started and Manchester was all over. I don't know how Manchester didn't concede 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Some crazy defender from Amrabat, Sofian Amrabat, running like a madman, 3-on-1 basically. But then he made a good save, made a ditching, like last-ditch effort to kind of, and Onana saving as well, a couple of chances. It was at that moment, what is happening? Casemiro as well, kind of making the first half saves and getting the ball out of the line. That was really lively. Manchester United kept, and with this, it was really nice to keep them alive in the game, and that's what allows you to stay because they didn't drop completely. Manchester United 3, and at that time Anthony got a 1, but then Lewis Hall with his left foot was able to get the goal in, 1 goal at least in, to make it 3-2. You at the end feel that, was it done? Is the game done, or there's more jeopardy or drama coming in? It was more jeopardy and drama. No, guys, that did not happen. Eventually the game ended with Manchester United winning finally 3-2. A lot of drama, a lot of talking points as well. It was Varane's last game at home. He was given a lap of honor. But what does this mean? There's one more talking point. I'll get into it. Manchester United kept their European hopes alive with a 3-2 victory over Newcastle in their final home game of the season. Kobbie Mainoo opened the scoring after half-an-hour mark through Red Devils, Erik pegged. Early in the second half through Anthony Gordon. Amad, the first then scored his first Premier League goal. Amad Diallo, the man of the match, first Premier League goal to put the host 2-1 up in the second half before Rasmus Hojlund came off the bench to wrap up the points. Lewis Hall took advantage of some slack defending in stoppage time to set up nervy finish, but the host held strong to see the win. Erik ten Hag's side remain in 8th, but are now level on points with Newcastle, who have superior goal difference. Chelsea's win at Brighton means the Magpies drop to 7th. So the Premier League title has kind of race is, of course, going crazy on the top, but for the final European spot, the final European spot, the number 7 spot, Chelsea has tipped everybody right now, and Chelsea is 6th with 60 points, 3 points clear of Newcastle and Manchester United. Newcastle is 57 points and Manchester United is 57 as well. Goal difference for Newcastle, though, is 21, and for Manchester United, it's -3. That's the shit season we have had. An absolutely shit season, boys. Absolutely shit season. Tottenham 63, 5th position confirmed. So I think the 7th position is what English or your Premier League teams can get into. So 4 to Champions League, I think, or 5 to Champions League, based on I think that might happen. That 5 to Champions League, possibly, or 5th to Europa, 6th to Conference. But then it could happen that anything can happen on the last day. Manchester United play away at Brighton. Chelsea will host Bournemouth home. So there's a lot of things that can happen currently, but that's going to be interesting to see as well, how this kind of trickles and moves out. Amad Diallo, the man of the match, the first Premier League goal for him as well. Kobbie Mainoo, a star in the making. Rasmus Hojlund, the next Viking King, the one that we will get to victory. These are all 21-year-old boys, basically. Mainoo, even at 18, just finished 18, 19-year-old boy. Diallo, 19. Hojlund, 21. We are up for the future, boys. Drop in the comment section below. Let me know, what do you think? Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not done it. But before we end this video, at the end of it, it was kind of emotional. So it was emotional. It was a lot of drama with it was a lot of drama as well, because Erik ten Hag, a lot of players there's a lot of concern regarding what's the future this summer, the players that we might sell. Bruno Fernandes was saying that as long as the club wants him, he will stay, he will not leave. I don't think he's leaving. Bruno Fernandes is crucial. Varane has decided to leave. I think Casemiro as well might be leaving or heading out. It was good to see Martinez was back. Rashford was playing. So we have a little better squad that might get into the last match, but also then the FA Cup final, which I think is more important. But then keeping the European possibility alive is the most important thing, in my opinion. Erik ten Hag at the end of it also gave a very riling speech to the Old Trafford. He took the mic and then he spoke to the fans and he said, "You are the world's best fans, so thank you very much, and I hope you will support us in the FA Cup final." He did admit that it's been a difficult season for Manchester United, and he thanked the supporters for the support. I think this just tells you that Erik ten Hag is being backed by Ineos. It might be that he is not getting sacked. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been allowed as well. If you want to sack a manager, that he gives a speech before he leaves. Old Trafford was of support. It was not a riling, crazy support, but then people were excited by the fact that he said all these players will give their best for the club in the FA Cup at Wembley. That's what everybody's looking for. The season decider possibility for Manchester to lift a trophy, and that might save the job for Erik ten Hag. But today we saw the performance. Amrabat, Bruno, and Amad and Mainoo. That was a good balance. That was a really good balance of Bruno kind of going up, but then Mainoo having Amrabat for his backup, and Amrabat having Mainoo to kind of run back, and then that allowed Bruno to go up, McTominay as well, Amad on the right, and Garnacho on the left were also good. So that's a little bit for the future. Newcastle, of course, Eddie Howe's men will feel that they were kind of robbed. They had a lot of chances in the first half to kind of take the game away. In the second half, definitely when the game started, it was like, how are they missing all these chances? But then that's sometimes what happens. Anthony Gordon is still the man for them, the man of the season in my mind. Newcastle, they lost a lot of points in December, but they've tried to kind of settle up and be in the top step, still on top 10 of the Premier League. Chelsea's made a mid-late surge, but that's a different story. Manchester United fans, let me know, what do you think of this game and what do you think will happen at the final game of the season for Manchester United at where are they playing? Where are they playing? They're playing at Brighton. Manchester United plays Brighton. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.